I'm back. Forgot to plug in my headphones. Rookie mistake. It's a rookie mistake. Anyways, I'm back with another video. It's my second video today. I don't know if it's gonna be my final. You think just because I'm black, I know how to play basketball? You racist piece of shit. You're right. I'm messing with y'all. But, uh, yeah, it's my second video today. If you're new to the channel, I admonish you to, what I'm saying, go back, click on my channel, look on the videos that are there. But today, the main channel, I'm going to be talking about why Berserk is the best manga of all time. If you haven't read Berserk, oh my god, what are you doing? If you haven't read Berserk, what are you doing? You're wasting your life. You're wasting your time. You're probably not being productive in your life anyway, so might as well just read it. You know what I'm saying? Your life is probably trash. Just read it. You feel me? It's going to make your life better. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna talk about why Berserk is the best manga of all time. I don't know, man. I started Berserk like I didn't even know what Berserk was about. Like it was just so random. I started watching the 1997 anime, not the 2016 one. God forbid, the 1997 one, and I was like, "Yo, this is the best thing I've ever watched." And then I tried watching the 2016 one, and I was just so disappointed. Oh my God, you like the disappointment in my face was bad. The disappointment was bad. Then the 2017 one was just, oh my god, it was just like if the disappointment for 2016 one was bad, the 2017 one was terrible. But yeah, I'm talking about why it's the best anime of all time, my best manga of all time.
Berserk, as many might assume, given my name, is my all-time favorite manga, and if you're a cool guy, it might be yours too. But some parts
Me,
are more favorite than others, whether it be a cool fight or simply some gorgeous artwork. Berserk has chapters that shine above the rest. Here are my subjective takes on which chapters
let's
those
see if he
are.
has great taste.
Disclaimer, I'm a normie
The
and I
art
enjoy
is
showy
good.
fights and
The
lore dumps.
plot
Not a
is
huge fan of
good.
chapters
I'm not
full of
gonna lie. The
subtle character
plot,
development.
I mean,
So,
to some people,
sorry,
like
begin.
especially
In a
this
world of
generation,
blood and
they're
guts
too
and
soft. They were like,
sometimes
I
all I
heard like they
want
were
as a
trying to
reader
cancel
is an
it.
epic win. Guts has struggled and struggled his whole life. Even when he's winning, he's struggling. So when
And
I
the
see him
music on
conquer
anime is
infinite
fire.
darkness, even when it's solely due to a little witch's help, it still brings a smile to my face. Guts, the Berserk armor, working as one. A
If you
mix
had
of
the chance to take the
level-headedness and
Berserk
otherworldly
armor,
strength and
you were fighting
persistence, the
insane
perfect
people that
combo.
that Guts
That man
fighting
Guts is
Zod
everything to me.
and those
He can go
niggas.
toe-to-toe with
Would
the
you take the
biggest
suit?
and the baddest, and the gang can rest
I'm not
easy
gonna
knowing
lie.
he won't slice them all to hell. This
That shit will probably
solidified
break me. I'm
Sheerka
not
as best
Guts.
girl
You're
to
not
me.
Guts.
She did
You
something
would
I'm sure
definitely
no
be
one
broken.
thought was possible. Even her. Or at least, I doubt she knew the end result. Guts not completely
Shit.
snapping out of the armor's
Y'all need
grasp,
to read
just
this. Like
enough to
it's
have a
just so
clearer mind.
good.
Anyway,
I
cool
don't know. I
progression,
think I
and that's
think
about it. I'm not
Miura
sure
did some
why,
voodoo in
but
this
seeing a
book
member
because
of the
it's
God
just
Hand
good.
again so abruptly really
Like
struck
every
me.
time I
I just
read the
wasn't
panels,
expecting it.
I'm
Whereas in
like,
the
how is
Eclipse,
a
I knew to
normal human
expect
being
some sort of
coming up
nonsense,
with
being
something
that
like this?
Griffith
He
was
has to
shown to
sold
be
his
the
soul.
baddie
He
pretty much
sold
right
his
away.
soul.
But here, I
He
was
has
actually
to.
entirely surprised. Yes, it was
Sorry
just a
for talking over everybody.
manifestation of Slan, but it's still the most we've seen of the God Hand, not counting Griffith, since the Eclipse. And to think, she's still more powerful than
This
Guts.
arc
Learning
was
her and Skull
messed
Knight
up.
had more of a
With the
relationship
trolls
than I had
was
initially
messed up.
thought.
And
Slan
if you
astrally
know,
wounding
you
Guts to
know.
the
If you
point of
don't
needing
know,
the Berserk
please go
armor in
read it.
order to survive his bout with the Apostles. The fact that the members of the God Hand can manifest
She's messed up
themselves
too.
in certain areas of the
Like this
physical
book
plane,
is
that
just, oh
meaning
my
less
god,
now
the
that
manga is
SK
just
split
too.
open the fabric of the universe, but still, so many story ramifications from these two chapters. We also got more of an idea as to what Scully's sword can actually do, and whenever some
He
more
could
SK
destroy
explanation comes
the
my
fabric
way,
of
you
space
know
and
I'm gonna
time.
be listening. Just some of those chapters that really keep you reading. Talk about a fan service chapter if there ever was one. Guts not only teaming up with Zod to fight a greater evil, but him riding Zod like a
Oh yeah,
god
I
on his
remember this.
mythic
This was
steed.
this was
Never has my
weird.
mouth
It
been
was
more
like so
agape with
like,
joy than in this
oh,
moment. There's a
I'm look.
forced
It's a lucky
trust
spoiler
developed
for
in a
people who have not
charged
read it,
instant,
but
and I
I'm
feel
telling
that
you, go
trust
read
will
it.
come up again in their inevitable future slash
But I
final
remember this.
encounter.
I
During
forgot
the
the
battle
dude's
with the
name. It's been a
fiercest
minute since I
apostle known
finished.
to man,
Oh
Zod
yeah,
has
it's
a
back
choice to
too.
make:
Who's
madness
reading
or
it?
volition, beast or warrior. And then Magic the Gathering goes and steals the idea like a bunch of bitches. Speaking of Zod, Berserk gave us
Nosferatu
monsters in the
Zod.
very first chapter, right out
What
the
the
gate.
hell?
Delivered well, of course. It's Berserk after all. But you know, it was right in our face, no
I
subtlety,
remember
but
this.
then 4 volumes later,
Fuck
Mira
this
hit
nigga,
us
bro.
again, but this time, he really gave us the sense of something supernatural. Chapter after
Griffith.
chapter of normal medieval life. Swords, tactics, horses, you get the picture. But
Damn.
then,
If
once
you've
more,
read or
bodies line
watched the
the corridor,
1997 one,
torn
I'm
to
telling you,
bits. No
it's a roller
man could do
coaster. Who
such a
cried on
thing.
the last
Not
episode?
even a
I didn't cry.
beast
I'm a real
could
nigga.
produce
I
a
did not cry at
bloodbath
all.
of this
But I was like,
magnitude. No, it
damn.
must be the work
How
of
could he do
something
this?
demonic. Enter Nosferatu Zod, the
Nosferatu
embodiment
Zod.
of war. Guts sees him for the first time, a giant, but seemingly still a man. Guts races toward him, ready to cut him down.
I didn't read
Zod
this part of
throws
the manga.
bodies
I
like they're
watched it.
nothing, with the force to knock Guts to the wall.
Does anyone know
This
if the
is no
1997
man.
one
It's
skipped some
great
part
because
of the
Mira
manga?
got us used to the low fantasy of
I
Golden
never
Age
really.
Berserk, only to hit us with the most important demon in the entire story, and then go back and do another
Tell me
super long
why, tell
lull
me
in
why, tell me what
fantastical/demonic
you want.
activity.
I
In
don't
this
know
chapter, we
why,
got the
don't know
first
why,
re-up on the
don't
whole
know why
God
you're
Hand Behelit
afraid.
thing, and it really piqued my curiosity on just exactly
Behelit.
how we would wind up in the spot Guts was in Volume 3. It was also cool seeing Guts and Griffith team up
Back,
like
back,
that.
back,
We never
back,
really
back.
got that again. Casca back when she was a major jerk, too. These chapters really have everything.
My sister just walked
Here's
in.
the lore dump
This is
I
the
was
second
talking
time
about.
someone walked
A
in
massive,
on me making a video.
steaming egg-shaped lore
Yesterday,
dump.
my dad
Look
walked
how
in on me
big Guts'
reacting to
hand
anime
is. Look at the
openings.
skull-shaped
I
shadow
was-
in the window. Look at all these RPG
My
characters
heart
with their
just-
cool new upgrades.
just
We get
cracked in
answers.
half.
We get weapons. We get smiles. And we get the signature cliffhanger involving Skull Knight we've all come to love. I adore these chapters, and I reread them probably more than most other chapters on this list. There's just so much to
Go.
take in. Berserk
Close the door.
has always had
Close
a
the door.
curious world,
Go.
shrouded and
No.
vague.
No.
Mira
No.
gives us peeks into it, like at
Oh my
Flores
God.
or when Slam ripped into Guts' glorious pecs and abs. But this singular moment is like
I'm
no
sorry
other.
y'all had to see
The
that.
blast of the
Who
astral
has siblings?
world
Say it
rips
in
a
the
hole
comments.
through
Do they
what I
act
had
like this?
assumed I knew about
When you're
the
doing
Berserk
something
world.
important,
I never
they just
expected
wanna
such a
come
thing to occur,
cause
and for
trouble.
Skull Knight to be the one to cause it, no less.
Them
The
too.
astral plane melded indefinitely with the physical world, resulting in an unknowable
Yeah, like,
amount of change.
Another question is I don't
That-
like if you haven't read Berserk, you should probably skip this part. But Griffith said he was going to make his own kingdom. He accomplished that, but at the same time, destroying the whole world. He literally said, "Fuck y'all niggas, it's me and mine." You know what I'm saying? He said, "I don't care whoever dies. I don't care whoever takes a loss. My kingdom is gonna be that. I don't care that." He made a kingdom while the rest of the world is just messed up. Demons everywhere.
That, coupled with the best
I
art
still don't
have
understand
ever
why.
and will ever see, makes these some of the best chapters in Berserk. So if Zod X Guts against Thunder King was the moment my mouth was agape with joy, this is the moment my mouth was agape with terror. There has been talk after talk on the level of doom the Eclipse brings to the table, so I'll just leave it here. The back of Berserk was built on these 3 chapters, and I'll never forget them as long as I live.
I didn't read
After
this
hearing
part.
how
I
Griffith
watched
really
it.
felt about him, Guts decides to leave his side. Understandably so. He had to. He couldn't be Griffith's equal while in his shadow. They're able to
Sure.
have one last bout
I've
of
been in that
camaraderie,
situation too, where I was
but
in
then
someone's shadow,
it's time for
and
Guts
I had
to
to
go.
depart from them.
The
You know what I'm
presentation
saying?
of this chapter
But I like the
is
person. You know what I'm saying? The
captivating.
person taught me a
The
lot,
standstill, the
but I
snow,
could not
the subtle
grow
hints
if
of
I was always
motion
with them.
and pain. These
The
types of
chick
things line
always
every
has
page
to
of
leave the
Berserk,
nest.
but here they really shine. It's a moment where your brain is forced to be quiet and simply watch. There's no way Guts is going to beat Griffith. Could he even? I mean, last they fought, Griffith owned him. Ah, yes. But Guts has grown, and Guts has his
Exactly.
mind set.
And Guts could have killed him.
Griffith owns him no longer. To me, this moment is what ended the idea of the Golden Age.
Yeah,
The
you hear the
Golden Age
music?
was Guts, Griffith, and Casca, and to a lesser degree, the rest of the Hawks. But that was no more. What led to this? Well, from the assumption to the act to the aftermath. The Julius Assassination chapters of Berserk are some of the
Oh,
finest
I didn't read this part. I
storytelling
watched
I've
it
seen
again, but
in
damn.
all of manga. No, all media in general. A man of high stature seeks to end the life of an up-and-coming icon. He fails. He realizes all too quickly the gravity of this action, just from one look of supreme conviction cutting deep into his soul. You tried,
Deadass.
Count, and it will be your death. He waits in fear, his feelings warranted, for the untouchable White Falcon has sent him his grim reaper. Guts, the strongest
Guts.
piece on Griffith's board, under the guise of a request, is ordered to retaliate. The wind whistles, or is it death whispering? From the dark, a figure emerges. Julius reaches. Without skipping a beat of
Oh,
his
the
heart,
music
Guts
is crazy.
swings. The deed is done. But the threat of a witness. He moves
His
again,
dude
faster,
took a
out of
L.
fear. He had to act, and he did.
Oh,
And as a result,
this
a
was
harmless
a
child
rare
was
guts
murdered.
L.
The look of confusion and
A
shock
rare
in Guts'
guts L.
eyes. What has he done? It was supposed to just be one man. The
A
man
rare
that
guts
wronged
L.
Griffith, not this child. Before he can even really grasp what had happened, he must move again. He brutes his way out and escapes through the drainage tunnels. His dreams haunt him. And after all of this, after risking his life for Griffith, he learns just what place he really has in Griffith's heart. Not that of a
Yeah.
friend, but that of a pawn. The best chapters of the Golden Age, hands down. Never has a
Deadass.
sequence of events been delivered so fluidly. True genius.
And the anime did it
So at the
justice
beginning of the
for
video, I mentioned I
1997.
just want flashy sword fights and lore dumps. Not big on shoujo moments, you know? Well, Bubbles of Futility is a hard exception. Spired put it best when he said this chapter is about Guts coming to terms with what he had lost, and what may remain lost for good. This sentiment sticks so hard into my brain that whenever I think of Guts and Casca, even now being she's
Oh
restored,
yeah, I just remembered.
see her falling, slipping through
Griffith
Guts' middle
took Casca.
fingertips, harkening
What's
back
gonna happen
to a
now?
somehow more hopeful time.
What's
Guts
gonna happen
succumbing
now?
to the side effects of his necessary adoption of Skull
I
Knight's
can't
old
wait for
armor,
chapter
being trapped in more
369.
ways than one, and having to accept it. I'm thrilled he got what he was searching for, but man does this chapter still hit home. Guts is backed into his darkest corner since the Eclipse, wounded, unsure of how to
This
handle
music's
this
too
overwhelming wave of demon soldiers, the strongest of the strong. Luckily, Skull Knights is there to rescue him again, not in such an absolute way as during
Skull
the
Knights
Eclipse,
is literally
but by
the definition
bequeathing
of a
unto
W
him
man's.
an item he once donned himself, a way to cheat death, a way to exceed his natural limits.
Oh yeah, he has a
using
Berserk
his
armor
life
too.
as payment, a coffin with which to fight in. The Berserker armor. So ensues a display of animalistic rage like no other, a threat of every living entity in sight. Whew, this armor changed the game for me. It was already my
Deadass.
favorite anime beforehand, but this pushed that shonen button I was yearning to have pushed. A power-up. No, the power-up. It even ties into volumes and volumes prior. Guts' Beast, Skull Knight, the literal name of the manga. There's no better device for power creep in any other story. Sage mode? Stupid. Gear 4? 4, get it.
Yeah,
Skullface?
secondo.
What? This makes sense. It's not overdone, and it really shows off how badass Berserk is supposed to be. I mean, this to me is what ties the theme
You just
back to what the
disrespected
story
Naruto.
once
Y'all
was.
gonna take that?
Yeah, it's not about some rage-filled anti-hero anymore. It's about a real hero and his friends moving toward a righteous goal. But there's still that lingering fear. This armor and Guts' inner beast could wind up murdering each and every one of his friends. It's Berserk through and through, absolutely
So
perfect.
that's literally what I call a berserker.
Forgotten friendship, unanswered questions, rage. Ever since the Eclipse, Guts has wanted to cleave Griffith through for what he did. He'd turned into a monster. The Griffith he knew was no longer.
Griffith's a L
So to see
man,
him
bro.
again in
Like
his
till this
human
day,
form, it was
even though it's
almost
been
as
a
if
minute, like it's
the
been a
Golden
long time
Age
since
never
I saw it.
stopped.
W
But
art.
Guts quickly
Like,
abandoned that feeling.
like Griffith is
Instead,
such
it was a
like
new
it just hurts my
opportunity granted
heart
to
what
him.
he did.
Griffith now
That's a
walks
L,
in
man.
the physical plane. Guts can now enact his revenge. Guts, realizing Griffith was right before him, sent a chill all over my body. Is this it? Will we so soon get the battle we've all clamored for? Just maybe. Guts speeds toward him.
I mean, Zod
faster
is just
than
a
he's
dick
ever
rider.
gone, only to
Zod
be
is a
stopped
dick rider.
by an innocent Rickard. It almost made me
He's a
burst into
Griffith
tears
dick
seeing
rider.
this. Rickard standing up for his old leader, not knowing the horrors that had come.
True.
He doesn't understand, but it doesn't matter. He's not that Griffith anymore. And then Griffith speaks. You're the way you were when we first met. God, Guts is furious. Griffith acting as if nothing had changed. Griffith continues to taunt Guts. Gosh, this always fills me with such anger. Griffith came to see him to see if his heart was truly gone. And so, it is. There's no understanding in these chapters. All there is a man looking at a figure stealing the identity of his dead friend and wanting to make sense of it all. You don't feel anything after what you did? Guts goes in once more, only to be stopped by another familiar force. These chapters really tie a lot
Dick
together. It
rider.
progresses the story so much while
Dick
also
rider.
offering things
That's
we
a
as
dick
an audience
rider
were
right there.
dying to
Dick
see.
rider.
I was seriously dying to see another fight between these two, and boy does it deliver. We get to see Guts' fighting prowess and how it's developed over the course of several volumes. Using a sword from the snow, breaking Zod's sword, forcing
This
Zod
dude
to
is such a dick
transform.
rider
Man,
that
Guts really held his own.
when Guts was
Unfortunately,
about to
with only the
die in
strength
that
of the
war, if
strongest
y'all
man,
remember,
he was no
Zod
match
threw
for
his
Zod
sword
and all of his
to
one-horned
Guts
glory. The fight continues.
because he knew if
Casca's life
Guts
is
died,
threatened.
then
Guts
Griffith
rushes
would
toward
not,
her,
the
only
eclipse
to
would
be
not
slapped
happen.
by Zod once again. He immediately regains his senses to look and make sure Casca is safe. No, but why? Why, God, why is she okay being near him? Not only okay with it, but crying. Why is Casca not trying to rip his face off? The man ruined her. Luckily, we discover her attraction toward him is because of his ties with her child. But in the moment, we're just as confused and as angry as Guts is. And just as he arrived, he leaves. It's an enthralling
Sad story.
experience. There's simply too much to unpack in these
If I was
chapters in
Guts, oh
just a
my
single
god, I
read
can't
through.
even
Volume 22
understand.
of Berserk is easily the best, and I read it more often than I'd like to admit. So yeah, that was basically top 10 fights of Berserk under the guise of top 10 chapters. Sorry. But hey,
I agree with it.
aren't those some
Like
dang good
like just
chapters?
putting
The
myself in
absolute
Gus'
best,
shoes, it
one
makes
might
me
say?
sad.
Maybe not, but they're definitely my favorites. Be sure to tell me your favorite chapters. And I'll be sure to delete your comments if they don't align with my opinion. I'll be back soon with more Berserk related
That's
stuff.
funny.
But until then, may the
I'll
God
probably do
Hand
the same
bless
too.
you with a fist bump.
I agree with the video, man. Just when I put myself in Gus' shoes, your best friend took your girl from you. Oh, is this a sad story? Sucks, sucks for real. I had a kid with her. Not even just took, raped. Oh, oh, that hurts. That hurts. But yeah, if y'all haven't read Berserk, you need to get into it ASAP. And luckily, it is back. You know what I'm saying? Even though RIP Kentaro Miura, his his assistant is gonna continue it. But yeah, top number one manga of all time. What am I saying? Y'all need to get into it for real. For real, for real, for real. The art is good. If you this is my opinion. If you want to start Berserk, you haven't started, you want to start with a 1997 manga and then 1997 anime and then continue with the manga. That's the best way. That's the best experience. And then when you're reading the manga, put the music, the OST from the anime. Listen to it while you're reading it. Is different, bro. I'm telling you, it's a surreal experience for real. Berserk is the only like not the only manga. Vinland Saga is like right after Berserk is Vinland Saga, in my opinion. Vinland Saga is number two manga of all time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you I can't even explain. It's just something you just have to experience for yourself. It's a different experience altogether. Surreal, unreal. I'm gonna see y'all in another video. Comment what you think about Berserk or what you think is the number one manga of all time. And I'll see y'all in another video. See y'all in another. Sorry for the disturbance from my sister too. It's annoying. I'm missing. See y'all in another video. I clicked the video to stop, but it didn't stop. But like